Grassland biomes consist of large open areas of grass. Trees can be present, but they are infrequent. Low rainfall, wildland fires, and grazing by animals are three main factors that maintain grasslands. In grassland regions, the climate is ideal for the growth of grasses only. Types of grasslands. There are three main types of grasslands: temperate grasslands, tropical grasslands, or also known as savannas, and steppe grasslands. Location. Grasslands are generally located between deserts and forests. The major temperate grasslands are located in central North America and the United States, in Southeast South America, in Uruguay and Argentina, and in Asia along the southern portion of the Russia and Mongolia. Interesting facts: grasslands have many species of life. In Africa, you'll find lions, elephants, zebras, and giraffes living in the grasslands. Grasslands are usually flat and have fertile soil. In the US, most of our prairies have been turned into farms. Farms in prairies and grasslands are common. Temperature. Temperatures in the temperate grasslands vary according to the season. In winter, temperatures can be plummet to well below 0 degrees Fahrenheit in some areas. In summer, temperatures can reach above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperate grasslands receive low to moderate precipitation on average per year to 20 to 35 inches.
Hey everyone, today let's talk about the grassland flora and fauna. Okay, when we say flora, it refers to the plants that exist in that place. And on the other hand, fauna, it refers to the animals that exist in a certain places. So trees and large shrubs are rarely found in grassland. The flora of grassland are, ang mga trees daw are konti lang yung makikita, but many species of grasses exist on it, just like purple meadow grass, wild oats, foxtail, ryegrass, buffalo grass, and wildflower. Because grasslands have many plants and grasses, it helps to keep the soil healthy. And let's talk about the fauna of the grassland. So grassland are home to all manner of animals, from fossil and herbivores such as elephant and rhino, to the teeming colonies of insects that underpin the entire ecosystem. Large animals in the temperate grasslands are almost entirely grazing animals. So ang mga naninirahan sa animals na naninirahan sa grasslands are those who eat grasses. But big or small, each animal contributes to keep the grassland healthy. The burrowing animals helps the air out the soil, making it a better place for grass to grow. These are the plants that found in grassland. On the other hand, the animals that exist on the grassland.
Shrubland. Shrubland biomes are the bioregions where vegetation is dominated by evergreen sclerophyllous plants, particularly shrubs and short grasses or short trees. Shrubland may either occur naturally or be the result of human activity. A stable state may be maintained by regular natural disturbance such as fire or bruising. Shrubland may be unstable for human habitation because of the danger of fire. Location. Shrubland are the areas that are located in west coastal region between 30° and 40° north and south latitude. Some areas where shrublands found in California, Mexico, area where surrounding the Mediterranean Sea, and southwest part of Africa and Australia. Interesting facts. Shrublands usually get more rain than desert and grassland but less than forested areas. Shrublands typically receive between 200 to 1,000 millimeters of rain a year. This rain is unpredictable, varying from month to month. There is noticeable dry season and wet season. There is usually not enough rain to support tall trees. Temperature. The average annual temperature is 64 degrees Fahrenheit and can reach up to 100 degrees in the summer and stays around 50 degrees during the winter.
Plants are grown in between the shrub. There is usually not enough rain to support tall tree in shrubland, so plants that have small needles help to conserve water. Plants have adapted to the fire caused by the frequent lighting that occur in the hot, dry summer. Because in this area, the temperature are hot and dry when it's summer, cold in the winter, so some plants like dogwood, alder, viburnum, pen cherry, and many other species are live in this kind of area. In this area with little rain, plants have adapted to drought condition. Animals in scrubland. In this area, animals may vary according to the parts of the world. Because of the environment, vast area of scrub, large grazing animals are found here, like topi, yala, walia ibex, coyote, fox, deer, rabbit, hawk, mouse, and bobcat are live in this kind of area. The animals have adapted to scrubland habitat in two different ways. First, the physical adaptation. Their body are adapted inside and out to survive in low water condition or hot sun. Second, their behavior or the way they act help them to survive.
Our report is shrubland and grassland. So, uunahin natin yung shrubland. So, ang shrubland ay isang lugar na kung saan naglalarawan ito ng mga palampuno, no? Kasi madalas kasama dito ang mga halaman, siyempre kasama dito yung damo, and then yung pwede natin maitawag na mga herbals. Ang shrublands is pwede natin considered na natural lamang na nagaganap or tinatawag na ito yung resulta ng bawat aktibidad ng mga tao. So yun yung shrubland. And then next is grassland. So ang grassland ay binubuo ng tatlong uri, yung tinatawag natin na natural grasslands, semi-natural grasslands, and agricultural grasslands. So, ayon sa aking sariling pagkakaunawa o pagkakaintindi, ang tinatawag natin na grassland is ito yung madalas natin makikita sa mga kapatagan tulad nito. Yan, ang grassland bilang isang magsasaka is ito yung yun bang tinatawag na malaki yung advantage para sa kanila kasi bukod sa napakaganda yung lugar, madali lang para sa kanila na makapag-provide ng mga pagtatanim, mga puno, at saka malaki din yung advantage nito para sa mga hayop, kalabaw, mabayo, kanding, baka, lahat ng uri ng hayop.
Kumbaga, hindi naman sa lahat, pero at least makakatulong yung tinatawag na grassland kasi kumbaga yun yung konsumo nila, yun yung pagkain ng mga hayop daw ganun.